Alright, so the trailer had me screaming Abyss knockoff like you would not believe. However, a time has come, underwater has been seen, so let's dive in. Alright, I gotta let everybody up front. It's gonna be a spoiler-filled review, so if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Alright, you're here. So, just make sure we're all on the same page. Basically, plot-wise, they build a drill at the bottom of Mariana's Trench, which is utterly ridiculous, but, you know. And, you know, sea monsters show up, hilarity ensues. Alright, we start off with likes. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I liked about this movie was Kristen Stewart running around in her underwear at the end of the movie. So hot. Alright, it's dislikes time. So, I'll start out with what I mentioned in the trailer reaction. Personal to me, and definitely after watching it and seeing others' reaction, I'm in the minority, so I accept that. But I said before, it's ridiculous. The premise of the film is scientifically impossible and ridiculous. You cannot have structures at the bottom of the Mariana Trench without, you know, designs and everything else that compensate for the pressure. And they simply didn't. In fact, the movie even went out of its way to tell you how much pressure, 8 million pounds per square inch, or 8 million tons per square, whatever it is, doesn't matter. They go out of their way to show you that, but then everything belies that. You can't put on suits and walk in that kind of pressure. Instant implode. You know, and then, like, at the end of the movie, they got people shooting up from the bottom of the trench at speeds that will give them the bends, but they're okay. Ridiculous. And then, the design of the creatures. Okay, so the film says, possibly, that maybe we cut into some geothermal vent and these creatures have been released. Okay? So they're underwater. They evolved without sunlight, you know, in the water. They have eyes. Ridiculous. They fucking have arms and legs. Utterly ridiculous. Yes, they're webbed, but it doesn't matter. And outside of the big bad monster, at the end, they're basically humanoid in shape. Ridiculous. All of it just flies in the face of any kind of common sense. Let's say that you're somehow able to get by that. Okay? Then, the other major flaw is the movie starts with, you know, creatures showing up, and we're off and running. We don't stop. We don't pause. Also known as, we don't give a shit or know anything about these characters. I couldn't give you one of their names. I couldn't tell you anything about them. You know, it's writing 101, boys and girls. If your audience is not able to relate to your characters, they are not going to be emotionally invested in what occurs to your characters. And writers, here's a little note for you, because they did this in the movie, saying, "Oh, Commander, you have a child," does not instantly endear them to us. Saying, "Oh, my fiance died," does not instantly endear us to you. Okay? And that was the literal lump sum total of development for the characters in these films. Absolutely pathetic. Absolutely ridiculous on every level. What this film was, without question, and I did not put this in the likes, because even though they were very good, this was somebody's special effects reel. Somebody at some special effects company was like, "Hey, I can do this cool stuff, let me show you." And then someone said, "Oh, we should probably put a movie around that." So, effects, stunning, brilliant, blah, blah, blah. Pointless. Pointless. Without character and story. Alright, it's pinhead time. This is a tough one. I had to ask myself, how many pinheads is Kristen Stewart in Can Be Underwear worth? And I have to admit to myself, it's still underwear. So, if it was nude, maybe a different story. But it's not, so, and sadly, I can only give it deserves something, half of a pinhead. Alright, for those of you who suffered through such as I, please let me know what you thought in the comments section below. Especially if you liked it. Definitely saw this, like I said, with a crowd of people, obviously younger people, that could care less about all the scientific inaccuracies and implausibility. That was not their concern. They had no knowledge or forbearance of that. So if you're that type, whatever, but let me know if you possibly enjoyed it without having that knowledge to absolutely ruin it for the rest of us.